Hello, welcome back to another video. My name is Gemma and today I am very excited to be announcing that Misery May is back for year 2. If you are new or you have absolutely no idea what I am ranging on about, Misery May is a readathon that I co-host with the fabulous Scott from Gunpowder Fiction and Plot. Now, Scott is probably one of my absolute favourite humans. If you like sarcasm, if you like great taste in books, if you like the kind of books that stomp all over your heart and emotionally destroy you, if you like intelligence, then Scott is your man. And I'm tagging along for the ride because I like those sorts of books. And so together we came up with this premise last year. Last year we did theme it around Thomas Hardy, who is definitely one of the most miserable authors to exist, and we both love him very much. But this year we've decided to take a more chill approach to the readathon, and so we have a bingo board with 9 prompts, and the idea is just to read as many miserable books as you possibly can in May, because, you know, misery is good. We think misery is good. If you don't cry at a book, it's not a very good book, in my opinion. So the readathon will run through the entirety of May, and let's have a little look at the bingo board. So, I shall put it here. The first prompt is animals. A miserable book involving animals. I'm sure you can think of many. You know, the dog dies, the cat dies, the goose dies? I don't know. Could there be a book where a goose dies? There could be. Or just is like maimed or has a really tough time of life. So yes, any book that involves an animal that is sad, and you have completed that prompt. Then the next square along is host pick. Now, Scott and I will both be recommending 10 books next week that we think will make the other person cry. So within that you will have 10 recommendations from myself and 10 recommendations from Scott. So any of those 20 books and you are hitting the host pick. Then we have illness, a book, I mean these are quite self-explanatory, any book that is sad and contains illness of some description. We then have translated. Lots and lots of translated books are completely miserable, so you should be able to easily fulfill that prompt. We'll come back to group read, which is in the middle. Then we have war. Obviously most books that talk about war are pretty miserable. We then have immigrants, so a book discussing immigration. I believe that was a prompt for Stray September, which was an Australian themed readathon that Scott hosted in September, and he did a load of recs for that. So if you're looking for even more immigrant recommendations than what will come next week from Scott and myself, then I would recommend that you go back and check out his Stray September recs. I will link that below. Then we have a feminist book, any sad feminist book, and then a classic. I mean, Hardy is the obvious choice here, but there are plenty of miserable classic authors to choose from. So fill your boots, basically. The group read. So the group read that we have picked is Bodies of Light by Jennifer Down. So this was shortlisted for the Stella Prize and won the Miles Franklin in 2022. Apparently it also won the Victorian Premier's Literary Awards. Oh no, it was shortlisted for that. I don't know what that is, but it was shortlisted for it. So this has won a lot of awards, and this is one that Scott has read and absolutely loved. He's been on at me to read it for ages, and I do have it in my hands from the library. It's been on my shelf since Stray September. It just keeps getting renewed. So it'll be good to finally get to this. I don't know too much about this, apart from it's about a mother who's accused of murdering her children. So it definitely fits a lot of miserable themes, and yeah, if Scott thinks it's good, then I completely trust his judgment. So we will be doing a Voxer group for this, so we will set that up. If you are interested in joining, let me know in the comments below. I will add you to the group. We will set up a schedule in May, or just before May of sort of how many chapters and stuff we're going to do a day. Scott and I are both extremely chill buddy / group readers, so there is going to be no 3-line whip, no if you get behind you're in trouble, none of that, because probably Scott more than I is likely to get behind and then just like blitz through half the book in a day. So yeah, it will be very relaxed. So if you'd like to come and join us, then we would love to have you. Voxit is a voice messaging app. It works quite similarly to WhatsApp in a lot of ways, but just the voice message component is really what it's all about. So yes, this is the book. We would love you to join us. And I think that was everything I had to say about Misery May. As I said, I'm not going to talk about any recommendations for each of the prompts here today. I will let you know next week when I do my recommendations video which of the books I'm recommending for Scott fit the different prompts. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I would love to know if you're interested in joining, if you're going to join. If you do join and post anything on social media, whether that's Instagram or here on YouTube, then use the hashtag MiseryMay and Scott and I, and tag Scott and I, and we will try and come and have a look at all your content and probably put a playlist together. That's the word I was looking for. I haven't told Scott that bit yet, but I'm sure it'll be fine. So yeah, that's it. If you're looking for some miserable recommendations for right now, Scott and I did a video asking loads of booktubers what their most miserable books were, so I'll leave both of those videos here for you to check out, and I will see you all very soon with another one. Bye guys.